Action. Yeah. Hello, and good evening. It's nice to be back. My third one so far. Been off for a little while. Had a little break because this was doing my boxing every day. But I'm back anyway, and I'll tell you what, I'm back with Tommy. And I'll tell you what, it's fantastic. Nice to see you. I thought I was saying to him just now. I thought he's probably joined the army now. He's probably flown away and everywhere, but he's
still waiting.
Still waiting. So what's been happening then, Tom?
Well, I'm driving lorries now, just while I'm waiting. So, yeah, just jumping loops, jumping through hoops. Yeah, and it keeps falling. I keep falling. There was medical issues, but they're all passed. They're all fine. Medical stuff's fine. Can't talk though. So, yeah, it's just lots of hoops to jump through, just to keep the ball rolling. But yeah, we're fitness is getting there, so which is good. So, and the longer way.
You tell me that your wife is also working now?
Yes, she is. Yeah. So yeah, she's enjoying it.
Good. What's she doing? Anything nice?
Working in an office, just helping, like supporting people. But yeah, she loves it, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Good. And how is married life?
Oh, you're not even married. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, no, it's actually it's been since New Year. It's been a completely different marriage. So
right.
yeah, she doesn't talk to you now. She does talk to me. But it's good. It's good. It's more positive. Still naps though. No, she does not. Well, you don't know. I do not now. She does. I'm taking someone else to holiday next time. You did last time. Well, just like those.
Are you still doing your birthdays?
Yeah, I am. Pretty late. I don't do it often now, do I? You still do it every week, mate. But there's 12 of you. There's 12 of you, so you have to take it in turns. Yeah, still do it though. We'll still do it every single day. We haven't missed a day yet, so we're still doing it every day.
And have you got new ones? Have you got new puppets now?
We've got Nigel. Have you met Nigel? I think you met Nigel.
Yeah. Oh.
Nigel I got just before he was the last one.
Right.
Yeah. Nigel. He's a trash troll. He's a trash troll, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
how do you do the voices for each one? Because it's so difficult, you know. I won't be able to manage it. You know, you're doing one for is it the turtle you got? You got a turtle one. You got a.
Well, I'm real. So obviously some of them are similar. So Dave is similar to Oliver. He's a her. He's not. He's my fault. Same thing. So he mimics. So he uses the pretty much what I think is the same voice as Oliver's. But Kaylee, if Kaylee was sitting in a different room and Dave was talking, she can go, that's Dave, or that's Oliver. She knows the difference. She can tell it. I can't, but she can tell the difference. Weird. It's still weird. And then George and Ken are quite similar. Again, Kelly can tell the difference. I can't. Simon and Rocco are the same. Similar. Jack's got his own voice, and so has Nigel. And who else? Oh, Willie's got the same voice as you. Yeah.
See, some people will think, who is this, person, going around, got an ant up someone's backside, a
Oh, I did.
toy, a, to- a toy and everything, and they're doing this, and I got an answer, and I got an answer for them. I think you're well talented. As I keep saying, I won't be able to do it, mate. I won't be able to do it. Congratulations, there.
Yeah.
But it's difficult, isn't it? Do you ever get people saying that you're weird?
Your wife does. Well, obviously, my wife does. Yeah, of course, does. Yeah, some people probably find it a bit weird, but I don't mind. I like being weird. Oh, you are. Yeah, I like dressing up. If I get a chance, I'll dress up. Like Batman, Captain T-Stone, Pinhead, anything. Just up for a laugh. I'm always up for a laugh. Yeah, you're weirdo. No, it's not weirdo. Have fun.
And
That's what it is.
this is it, because when you probably when you first met your wife, and you told her that you were doing this, she probably thought, "What a weirdo! What are you doing this for?" I bet you had a lot to answer for, did you?
Well, yeah, well, we did, and then I wasn't allowed to bring Oliver on my first date. You're selfish. And she wanted to meet me, not you. You want to meet me? I still want to meet you. We still want to meet you eventually, yeah, but no. Yeah, Oliver wasn't allowed on the first date. Oh, I was there on the second, though. Yeah, he was there on the second. Never since. I never since, yeah.
Did you actually take Oliver on your second date?
Yeah, Oliver, in fact, even on my first date, he was probably in the car. But yeah, he goes everywhere with me. Except horse fault. No, couldn't get you in the suitcase. Okay, it wasn't a big suitcase, so I had to take Dennis because Dennis was small. So generally, Oliver goes everywhere with me.
And
So, yeah.
every time I just got a message through that says, "Steve, are you mad?" And I'm saying, "Yeah, yeah." But are you, when you kind of like go on holiday or go anywhere, do they come with you or do you leave them at home?
No, there's always at least one. Oliver normally comes with me. So if we go to America, Oliver comes with me. Yeah, and I sit in next to the window on the plane, and he does get out on the plane. He sits next to the window. Um, and when we went up to Scotland, we all went. Yeah, yeah, they all went. They all come with us.
They all went with you. All the puppets went
Yeah,
with you.
all 12 of them. That was before, no, 11, because
All 12. All
we didn't
12
have
of them.
Nigel. Yeah, we didn't have Nigel then, so all of them without Nigel. And then went to Portugal a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, thank you. And we could only have, wasn't even proper hand. It wasn't cabin luggage. It was hand luggage. That's all we could take, a little bag each. So Oliver was far too big. Could you feed me? Well, you keep asking me to feed you, so yeah, it's your fault. And I had to take Dennis because he's the smallest one I've got. And but he got out. He was out on the plane on the way there, sitting next to the window. And then on the way back, he got out and he was actually having a chat with a lady that was sitting next to Kaylee. So yeah, and they thought it was great.
And oh, sorry.
And yeah, and sometimes Oliver comes in a lorry as well.
Oliver comes in the lorry with you.
Yeah.
What did he say? Did you?
Yeah, he sits
Did
in the
he?
passenger seat with a seatbelt on.
Oh, so again.
Yeah, safety. Yeah, health and safety and all that. Yeah.
So you're driving a lot. I can imagine it. Oh no, motorway. You're driving this lorry, and all of a sudden, Oliver's in the other seat. I'm thinking this driver probably coming, by you, and he's probably thinking, "What the heck's going on here?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's photos on Facebook. There is photos on Facebook. Yeah. So
Yeah,
but it had to be
yeah.
done. And then we worked for a different company. I was with an agency, but they was all asking me to take. Oh, can you bring Oliver? Can you bring your puppet to work and have him in the lorry? Well, you don't enjoy it. You're not going to drive. You crashed my car. They're not going to let you drive a lorry.
And are you still doing your parties? Because you do parties, don't you?
Yeah, I haven't done a party for a while because of all the Air Force stuff. Just been training hard. So yeah, really, and obviously the lorries as well. So it's full on at the moment with all the lorry stuff and all the Air Force stuff. But I'm training 6-7 days a week. all physical exercise and stuff, just to keep on top of it all. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
Oliver, how was school getting on then?
Boring.
Boring.
It's still good here. Yeah, lunchtime is.
You got half term soon, didn't you?
Yeah, next week. I don't know, mate. Probably. You tell me. I don't know. I don't keep track of it anymore. Why? That's rude. Well, you know when it's half term, mate. Yeah, I think it's next week. Aren't you going to take next week off? And what if it's not next week? Look at 2 weeks off. No, you don't want to do 2 weeks off, mate. You find out at school tomorrow. What? It's half term.
And do you get a lot of homework, Oliver?
Yeah, way too much. You don't even do it. Yeah, still good it though. But you don't do it. Yeah, I still get it. Steve didn't say I do lots of homework. He said I'll get lots of homework. Right, yes, you don't even get that much homework. Not like when I was a kid. Yeah, what? When dinosaurs were around, I'm not that old. Okay, but we used to get lots of homework. Yeah. Well, you did it. Yeah, I did do it, yeah. And you're still sick. I'm not sick.
I'll let you the secret, Oliver. I used to pay my girlfriend to do my own work.
See? Steve's smart. Okay.
I used to say to her, I said to her, I'll give you 25p if you do my own work. And she said, all right then.
25p? Oh, you good man.
Yeah, that was years. I'm talking about, no, not years ago, but I'm talking about like the 80s where, I used to say 25p or 50p. She used to come back, do my own work and everything. I'm thinking, what a good girlfriend. Yeah, I keep her on, even though I hated her. I didn't like her. Didn't like her at all. And she used to come to me break time, and she used to go, "Can you buy me a pasty or something like that?" And and it's like, no, what should I buy you a pasty for? What? What?
Please, she's for get her own pasty. Very nice. Yes. She's good now.
Anyway, Oliver, do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, yuck, no. What's wrong having a girlfriend? They smell. They do. Sometimes they smell. They smell nice. Yeah, girls are yucky.
Oh, God.
You're 8, so I can never get that.
So, do you think when you meet a girl, do you think you're going to get married?
Oh no, I'm never getting married.
No.
Well, I said that I was never going to get married, and I'm married now. Yeah. Well, no. So, yeah, never say never.
Is Oliver? Is Tommy under the thumb?
Nah. Yeah, I am. No, you don't. I am. You know, he never does. He's told. Okay. But no, it's better this. It's better this year. This year we're more of a team this year, so they're much better. This is true. This is true.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna point out some questions for you, and tell me the first thing that comes into your head. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So sweets.
What did I don't know. Sweets. Oh, yes, I do. What? White spinach. Yeah, yummy. Yeah, they are really nice actually, the white cream eggs, but you're not having mine. All right.
Okay. Your birthday.
31st of February 20. Oh, every year. It is every year, mate, but yeah. Yeah, 31st February for Oliver and 11th of October for me.
Right.
Really?
Okay. If you saw an old lady going down the road, and she got some shopping, would you go by and put the shopping in the bag and do a runner, or would you go by and help her and help her? What would you do?
Oh, I'd laugh my socks off. But that's not very nice, is it? Well, I would go and help. But yeah, I'd go and help. That's the right thing to do. Oh, I'd be so laughing. What? I
Yeah,
probably wouldn't help, but that's not very nice. Especially an old lady, if they hurt the doctor, ain't you, they don't help. It's a nice, polite thing to do. Like,
that's it.
Oliver,
Oliver, what you do, you take the food and give her the bag.
and then laugh. They laugh first. You don't even laugh. Okay, you can help. You don't laugh. But it's funny. It's not funny.
No,
Not
no, it's not. No, it's not. Um, if you won £1 million on the national lottery, what would you do with it?
probably getting trouble because I'm not old enough. You know. I suppose you're 8 now. So, well, I'd have to get your ticket then, and I'd spend it. Really? Yeah, on new puppets. Really? Joking. Get a nice car or something, or a house, or a boat, or aeroplane. Aeroplane. Yeah. But I don't know. I'll take Kaylee on holiday.
Right,
Yes, I'll take you as well. I'll pay extra.
right. If you, Tommy, this is one for you. If you won £10,000 on the scratch card, would you tell Ailey or keep it quiet?
Oh no, I'll tell her straight away. Really? Yes, really. Yeah.
Right,
Because
okay.
what's mine is hers, what's hers is mine. So, yeah.
What do you do? Would you go out with her or give her all the money?
No, it'd be ours. It wouldn't be mine, it wouldn't be hers, it'd be ours. So we'd do it together. Well,
Right.
you make me sick. Like, no, yes, because I love it. So that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. What is your ideal holiday? Where would you like to go? But you can't afford it, but you really would love it to go.
We love going to America, so
Yeah.
we want to tour across America. That'd be ideal. But yeah, it's so expensive. We're not going to the convention this year because we can't afford it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we're not. So Katie's just saying we're not the sort of people who like to just sit on the beach or sit by the pool. We like to go out and explore. So like when we went to America before, we paid for a tour. And we had the tour of Niagara Falls,
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the next day we did Niagara Falls from the Canadian side. Did you? Yeah. Where's I? You still in America?
Because they
Um,
do helicopter trips too, don't they?
yeah, Kaylee's scared of flying, even though we flew to
Ah,
America. So we didn't, but she was going to do that, but we couldn't afford that. But we did all the tours and stuff. We like went on the water and stuff. And then when we went to Portugal, when we were out to Scotland, we did a couple of tours. We were supposed to do another one, but we got ripped off for that. Big time, yeah.
did you? What
Um,
happened? Because we go to Scotland. What happened?
well, we paid to go from Inverness, and it was supposed to go all the way around, and then go up to Isle of Skye, and then come back.
Was
And
that a coach trip? Was it?
it was a coach trip. We got there at the time we were supposed to be there. The coach had already gone, and it had literally gone by minutes, and they refused to come back and pick us up, and we never got the money back. That was about £110.
And
Um,
was that Locking Glens by chance?
I don't actually know. Kaylee booked it, but I'm not sure. That was
Yeah.
annoying. But we did Loch Ness tour as well. That was great.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
Yeah.
and then when we went to Portugal, we only went for the weekend, but we did a tour of the Algarves, like all the mountains and stuff. That was really exciting. Yeah, said I didn't go. Yes, you didn't go. You were telling me.
So you just went to Portugal for the weekend?
Yeah, we didn't have any kids. Yeah, fuck, it's fine. Yes, fine, but you can stay at home on your own. All right. Never mind. So yeah, just we've never been to Portugal before, so we thought, you know what, it's cheap enough the flights. Let's just go. So we did. It's the money we if we'd gone to see a show in London and spent the evening in London, we would have spent the same sort of money. So
All right. So was it cheap to go to Portugal for the weekend then?
yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Good. Good. And also, what I was going to say to you is, you go to America. You've been to America and everything, and what's the best part of America that you like?
Well, obviously, I've been 3 times now. The first 2 times I only went to Cincinnati to the convention. Didn't really go anywhere else. This time we went to Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and then we drove across to Cincinnati. So that was really good because we got to see different parts of America. Obviously, we went through New York, Philadelphia, Ohio, and Kentucky. In Kentucky, yeah. So, and it just
Did you pop in and get some chicken?
we did actually. It was we had to leave it on the last day, but and their KFC is so much better than over here. They do like the popcorn chicken, but over there you get popcorn chicken with mash and gravy and orange bar and sweet corn. It'd be lovely. But they don't do it here. Oh, I'd have it. Yeah, or you probably wouldn't, but yeah, we'd have it. But yeah,
Right.
that would be nice. And they got Dr Pepper in all, like McDonald's and Burger King and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. They've got Dr Pepper as a drink option. They don't have that here, which is crazy because Dr Pepper's the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
other friends. Yeah, other
Also,
friends.
also, do they kind of like still have the hot dog vans on the corners and stuff like that?
Hot dog vans, pizza vans, kebab vans. They had all sorts, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They had lights. Yeah.
Gosh, gosh. What's the worst part of America? What's the kind of like the negative part of America that you don't not like?
There wasn't any. I've been there 3 times. I love it. I love it over there, and Kaylee really enjoyed it as well. The worst thing is the flight money. That's it. That's got to be the worst because it's so expensive to get there. But once you're there, yeah, it's lovely. We love it there. In
Yeah.
fact, we actually, because before we went, we obviously go on Google Maps, and we've got a big map of America in our bedroom as well. But we go on Google Maps just to have a look around the area where we're going to be. And in Buffalo, about a mile up the road from where we were staying, was the same road that we live on. So,
Oh,
so
that
we
was
drove
handy, wasn't it?
yeah. So we drove up to the road. We found the sign, and we got a photograph by the road sign, which is pretty cool.
Brilliant, really good. Have you ever been to where they do all the UFOs and everything?
No, not yet. So, because originally we were supposed to be going to us in Nevada, but originally we were supposed to be going to Arizona, seeing some friends in Arizona, then driving across some states to Florida, seeing some friends in Florida, and then driving up to Cincinnati. We was going to be getting a motorhome, but we looked at the price. The price was okay, and then when Kelly went to book it, it had more than doubled. So we thought, no, can't afford that. So instead, we went to Buffalo. But that was lovely. The Niagara Falls, it was great. It was lovely. And wet? Yes, it was wet, but that, you kind of expect that. It's Niagara Falls.
And you were saying just now about Kaylee about flying. Was that her first time that she flew?
No, she flew to Spain years ago before she met me. But yeah, she flew to America. She gets really nervous and upset just because she's petrified of it. But obviously, she wanted to go to America. So yeah, so we flew there, and then we flew back. But when she was getting comfortable in the seat, she slipped and broke her foot.
Oh no! How did she do that? Trip over
She
something?
she went. She had flight socks on the way back because her feet had swelled up. So she went to push herself back, slipped, kicked the chair in front, out, yeah, and broke her foot.
God.
So when we went to Portugal, I said to her, "Whatever you do, don't make yourself comfortable. Don't push yourself up," which she didn't do. So, but that was cool. It was nice. I mean, she was still, a bit nervous on the flight going to Portugal, but it was okay. And then on the way back, she was just chatting to a lady next to her. So it's Dennis, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's Dennis. Yeah. Oh, wasn't it?
How long did it take you to get to America then? Did you have
Uh,
to get 2 flights?
yeah, so we got 2 flights. So we got the first flight took us about 7.5 hours.
Gosh.
No, I think it was about 7.5. That was to can't remember. Atlanta. Thank you, Atlanta. And then from Atlanta to Buffalo. And then we picked up a hire car. So last year was the first year I'd ever driven abroad. But that was an experience. That was good. We drove from Buffalo to the hotel in Buffalo, and then we was there for a couple of days, and then we drove down to Cincinnati, and then we just flew back Cincinnati back to Atlanta again. Yes, right. Thank you. And then back home to Heathrow.
Yeah, because driving over there is on the other side of the road, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird. There's lots of different things as well because you can turn right at most, not all, at most red traffic lights. So, but before I went, I'd watched a few things on YouTube and did a few little tests and stuff just to make sure that I could cope with it. I only made one little mistake out there, and that's because I had backseat passengers that were talking to me, and I was getting confused. But other than that, it was all fine. It was all good. No one died.
No one died. No, not too long. What was the food? What's Graham wants to know. Hi Steve, what kind of food was it on the plane that Tommy had?
So what I can't remember. It's nearly a year ago now, but I think it was chicken and rice, probably. Yeah, probably. And they never burrito or something. I don't remember.
Was it nice? Was it?
It was alright. It was nice. Yeah, I enjoyed the foods on the flight, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whiskey's not food, mate, but yeah, it's important.
Oh, you like to have alcohol on the flight as well to America?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
You have to.
They still got? I've been to Spain and New York and all that, but have they still got the small bottles?
Yeah. So when I went to America, it was the first time I went to America. So not this last time. The first time I went to America, we'd been out there and stuff. We were coming back, and we was on the main flight, and it was like a 7-8 hour flight. And then when we got back to the UK, I was going to a friend's house, sleeping there for a few hours, and then driving home. And so we were about an hour into the flight, and they brought the drinks round, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll have a whiskey." And mates, they're having orange juice, and I'll have whiskey. And I went, "But you'll drive when you get back." I went, "Wait, it's one whiskey. Two, I'm going to be sleeping on the plane, probably. I'm going to sleep when I get to your house, and then I'll make sure that I'm fresh and ready, and okay to drive before I go home." Go on, then, tell me what happened. I will. So I got my whiskey, and I put the whiskey in the glass, and then we hit turbulence, and the plane dropped about 6 foot, and obviously I went with the plane, and so did my cup. Whiskey didn't, and the whiskey didn't. The whiskey kind of stayed there, and yeah, it went everywhere. So we didn't get to drink whiskey in the end anyway.
How much was the whiskey?
Well, because it was a long haul, we didn't pay for it. It was cool. It was like a free drink.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thankfully, it's free.
Okay, and for this year, I know we're now in February. What's your plans for this year? I know you're back going to go into the army and stuff like that, but what are your plans for this year?
So that's just my plan now. It's just full on keeping up with my training, in the hope that they'll get onto the next bit. Because my next bit is the fitness test. So I think I'm ready for that anyway. But I just want to make sure that I'm bang on it and past what I need to be.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do it every day.
Yeah. Well done. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
It was quick, wasn't it? Thank you so much. You know, people think I'm mad speaking to a puppet, but there you go. One to their own. But you know, I hope I hope everything goes well in the next couple of months and you get what you want, you know, because you deserve it, and don't forget a postcard if you go away sometime.
Well, obviously, so for the 10 weeks, if I get in the 10 weeks training, obviously I won't be able to have any puppets. I won't be able to take you with me, mate, not for 10 weeks. Once I read the training, then obviously I won't be able to do it every day probably, but I'll still be doing the videos every now and then, whenever I get a chance.
Yeah.
I'm doing the rules, not doing them all.
Yeah, I'll probably contact you again and find out what you're up to and keep everybody updated. All right?
Well, yeah, anytime, mate.
Yeah. Thank you so much, you two. Thank you. Goodbye for now.
All right, see you soon.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
All right.